Continue to come to terms with the tragic killing of George Floyd. Another unarmed black man was fatally shot on Sunday. As more details emerged, the town's police chief confirmed that the police officer mistakenly grabbed her gun instead of her taser and fired the shot that killed 20-year-old Daunte Wright in case of an accidental shooting.
As I watched the video and listened to the officer's commands, it is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet. This appears to me, from what I viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge that resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright.
Protests have erupted in and near Minneapolis after police released footage of the incident, and the curfew has been imposed in Minneapolis in order to prevent further unrest and violence. The situation remains tense across the city, with National Guard vehicles deployed at the major intersections. Several sports teams in Minneapolis called off games because of safety concerns. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden called for calm as protests erupted over the killing.
We've spoken to the governor, the mayor, spoken to the authorities there, and I haven't called Daunte Wright's family, but our prayers are with their family. It's really a tragic thing that happened. But I think we got to wait and see what the investigation shows. And the entire investigation. You all watched, I assume as I did, the film, which is fairly, the body cam, which is fairly graphic. The question is, was it an accident? Was it intentional? That remains to be determined by a full-blown investigation. In the meantime, we're calling for peace and calm, and we should listen to Daunte's mom, who is calling for peace and calm. And that's all I have to say at this moment on that issue.
On Sunday, officers had pulled over Wright for a traffic violation and realized that he had an outstanding arrest warrant. The police said that Daunte re-entered the vehicle when the police tried to arrest him. An officer then shot the driver, who drove on for several blocks before he crashed into another vehicle. He was pronounced dead on scene. The shooting occurred just a few miles away from where George Floyd's murder trial is underway.